ahead on 12 News, a longtime Brooklyn Center mayor passes away.
He is Mr. Brooklyn Center, and we'll always know him as that.
We look back at the legacy of Phil Cohen. Plus,
so we thought, why not? Let's make it happen here in New Hope.
Work begins to give a 50-year-old New Hope strip mall a facelift. But first, an announcement that surprised a Golden Valley Catholic Church community. 12 News starts right now. Hello, and thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Renslow.
And I'm Mike Johnson. The pastor at St. Margaret Mary Church in Golden Valley says he is taking an indefinite leave of absence.
Renee Bonneau has more on why and how this affects the 67-year-old church. Renee?
Mike and Alex, Father Paul Moudry was emotional as he addressed the parish at the end of church service over the weekend. He said he's voluntarily going on leave as a result of misconduct that happened many years ago. Through a statement, the Archdiocese stressed the prior misconduct did not involve members of any parish Moudry has served and did not involve a child, but would not elaborate further on the nature of the misconduct. The surprise announcement leaves many wondering what will happen in his absence. A spokesman for the Archdiocese told me this shouldn't disrupt Mass schedules at St. Margaret Mary. Moudry has been with the church since 2001 and is the only pastor. At this point, neither the Archdiocese nor the parish know who will take his place while he's gone. Now, Moudry will not perform any public ministry during this time away. The Ministerial Standards Board of the Archdiocese is reviewing the misconduct and will make recommendations when it's done. Again, Mike and Alex, Father Moudry's voice broke as he addressed his parish, and he told them he was proud to have served or grateful to have been their pastor, and he asked for their prayers.
All right. Renee, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Renee. Well, the Brooklyn Center community is remembering a longtime mayor. Phil Cohen passed away on Sunday after a long battle with leukemia. He was 85 years old. Cohen left a mark on Brooklyn Center not only during the 12 years that he served as mayor, but in the years that followed.
Reporter Delane Cleveland has more on his legacy and the impact he made on those around him. Delane?
Yeah, Mike and Alex, Phil Cohen served as Brooklyn Center's mayor from 1965 to 1977, but his dedication to the city didn't end there. In fact, people who worked with Mr. Cohen refer to him as Mr. Brooklyn Center. Over the years,
every organization, Brooklyn Center, does something.
It would be hard to come across a significant event in Brooklyn Center.
Well, this is the 30th anniversary, so I guess we've made it over a few years.
Without seeing former Mayor Phil Cohen.
It's a good use of idle time, otherwise I get into mischief.
He was one of the city's biggest ambassadors.
He is Mr. Brooklyn Center, and we'll always know him as that.
And to this day, his presence still looms large at City Hall.
People loved him.
He's a member of the Brooklyn Center Hall of Fame, and he has a room named after him in the Rec Center.
He just had such a love for this community, and we all loved that little man.
Former Brooklyn Center Mayor Myrna Cragnis says Cohen is the man responsible for getting her into politics.
He just said, well, tell me how you feel about your city. Do you like what's going on now? And I said, no. Well, then why don't you get up and do something about it?
But his influence went beyond the world of politics.
That July 4th tournament always was his baby.
Every 4th of July, Brooklyn Center hosted an American Legion baseball tournament. Former Brooklyn Center baseball coach Doug Darnell praised Cohen for keeping the tournament alive and well.
I'll bet you 90% of the equipment that Brooklyn Center High School used we had because of the money that was raised through that tournament in the summer that Phil put together.
Yet one of the most enduring memories of Cohen was his love of practical jokes.
I mean, he was the biggest jokester there ever was. You'd be sitting at a meeting and it'd feel like it was raining because he had his squirt gun. He squirted somebody with some water.
And he would sit there and squirt it. And people would look around wanting to know where the water was coming from, and it was Mr. Cohen sitting back there playing with his toys.
Lasting memories for a man who will have a lasting impact on Brooklyn Center.
I think that Cohen name will be on a lot of things in our city for many, many years to come.
Well, there will be a public memorial for Cohen Saturday, November 9th at Brooklyn Center High School. That begins at 3 p.m., but people are invited to come at noon for a meet and greet. A private service will take place on Friday. Mike and Alex?
He was a character, probably
Yes.
more than we knew, right?
That's right.
A Plymouth couple faces federal charges for allegedly defacing a national monument in Montana.
The vandalism occurred at Pompey's Pillar, 25 miles east of Billings. It contains the carving of the couple's first names with a heart. About 3 feet away is the 207-year-old signature of explorer William Clark of Lewis and Clark fame. The Yellowstone County Sheriff's Office identified the couple as 23-year-old Cole Randall and 28-year-old Shapressa Lee Seja of Plymouth. One of the two allegedly climbed past a barrier to do the carvings on the landmark, which is monitored by video surveillance.
Congress is getting an earful when it comes to passing immigration reform, and if you drive through the West Metro this week, you may come across one group of immigrants who are doing all they can to persuade a local congressman.
How many people can't work in the profession they were trained in because of their immigration status?
It's a message this group of immigrants hopes will make a difference in passing immigration reform that includes a path to citizenship.
I'm paying my taxes, and I'm a good person. My record is clean, and I want to help my daughter with this dream.
Mary Fuentes says she would like to visit her sick mother in Mexico, but needs a change in the law to do that.
I can go over there, hug my mom, and maybe I can say goodbye and can come back with my kids.
I want everyone to think of one person that they're walking for.
About 3 dozen immigrants are walking and collecting stories of immigrants' plight all week. Twin Cities faith group called Isaiah organized a 35-mile walk that will include 10 churches on a route from St. Joseph the Worker Catholic Church in Maple Grove to Congressman Eric Paulson's office in Eden Prairie.
Hearing how much families are torn apart, how broken our immigration system is, that everyone deserves full dignity, everyone deserves to live and raise their families without fear, and we need to provide that by creating a pathway to citizenship.
But the clock is ticking on any reform this year. The Senate approved a 13-year pathway to citizenship back in June. In the House, conservative lawmakers have made it clear they oppose what they see as amnesty for undocumented immigrants.
Having 11 million people live here undocumented is not right and doesn't help anyone. And so, yes, there's political opportunity to make this happen.
So far, there's been no full vote in the House, but advocates know time is running short.
I can walk more if it's necessary. If I need to walk the whole country, I walk.
While Republican leaders have not declared immigration reform dead in the House, there are only a few legislative days left before the end of the year.
Tuesday is Election Day, of course, and there are several races that impact the Northwest Metro. That includes Golden Valley City Council, school board races, and levy referendums in the Osseo and the Hopkins school districts. Polls open at 7 a.m. on Tuesday morning. To find your polling place and to see your sample ballot, just go to our website. It's 12.tv.
A Twin Cities nonprofit is looking for a few young people who are ready to take a big step in their lives. Tree Trust does landscape work in the summer that helps young adults get job experience. Positions go quickly when school is out, but a recruitment drive is now underway for the next 3 months. For many 18 to 21-year-olds, it's a way to get the experience needed to land their first real job.
Some kids, yes, this is they've tried everything else and had little success, and they come here and they're able to turn things around and really make it. Other kids just need a little bit of a push to get into the college or to, just take the next step in their education or employment goals.
The Tree Trust positions run from 3 to 9 months, and you can find out how to sign up by going to their website, treetrust.org. Well, coming up, changes coming to a New Hope shopping center. We'll show you next in Business Matters.
And then later in sports, it's a big day for a local school at the state cross-country meet.
But first, do you dare say it? The S word, snow, is in the forecast, and we may see it in its slushy glory Tuesday evening. You could see higher electric rates for the next 2 years. Xcel Energy is asking state regulators for a 4.6% rate increase in January and a 5.6% increase the following year. It's possible these rates could be lowered, and the state's Public Utilities Commission lowered Xcel's rate hike this year. Well, you only have to drive down Winnetka Avenue in New Hope to see big changes at one strip mall.
Construction crews are putting the finishing touches on a big renovation there. As Shannon Slatton reports in this week's Business Matters, it's a project local tenants are happy to see.
A lot of good things here.
There's always a bargain somewhere at Arks Value Village. Only now, it's much easier to find in New Hope.
Everything has grown. Much larger children's department, children's clothing, toys, outerwear.
A long-awaited renovation has doubled the space of this store, created wider aisles, more dressing rooms, and checkout lanes.
We've been in New Hope for 20 years, and we love the opportunity to continue to serve our customers. They know us here. They love us here.
There's also more room in the back for volunteers to sort through donations. Plus, it's a win for donors, too.
They are really familiar with coming here to drop off their donations. So we thought, why not? Let's make it happen here in New Hope.
Before, when you donated items, you'd have to drive up, park, and then someone would help you unload your car. Now it's a donation drive-through, and you never have to get out.
So there's some vibrancy that's coming to this center, and we're loving it.
This $1 million facelift is the first major renovation that the Midland Shopping Center has had since it opened in 1961.
It's a fabulous asset to the city. It's right on a couple busy roads between Medicine Lake Road and Winnetka, so you can just zip in, get what you need, zip out.
The New Hope Cinema Grill also took advantage of the chance to expand, creating the Outtakes Bar and Grill.
Looks awesome outside. A total uplift, facelift to the building, and I think a lot more people are going to notice it and come on in.
As construction wraps up, the hope is this new look wears well.
A lot of stuff going on. This is a good place to be.
In New Hope, Shannon Slatton, 12 News.
A ribbon cutting and celebration is set for November 15th at noon. Coming up, a view of a Plymouth church that you could say is quite heavenly.
But first, highlights from 3 section championship matches in volleyball. John Jacobson with that and more next. Pretty good weekend for some local cross-country runners. Of course, they went on Saturday, and so it wasn't windy, it was nice weather.
Very nice day, and if you run well, it makes it even a little bit nicer. Wayzata's girls and boys cross-country team both came into the state meet ranked #1 in Class AA. They were in Northfield for the state championships. Highlights first from the Class AA race. No local winner. It's Alexandria's Bethany Haas taking first. Annika Lerdahl of Wayzata takes 8th. Annika Halverson is 11th, and Anna French in 14th place. All 7 Wayzata runners place in the top 20. In the boys' race, Richfield's Afsa Ali and Wayzata's Connor Olson neck and neck most of the race, but Ali pulls away toward the end, wins in a time of 15 minutes, 15.2 seconds. Wayzata's Ian Eklund and Jarrett Carpenter finish 10th and 11th. Maple Grove's Mitchell Dickerson finishes 15th overall. Wayzata's boys take the team title by 13 points over Edina. Defending champion Stillwater is 3rd with Rosemont 4th. The Wayzata girls win state easily, nearly 100 points ahead of runner-up Eastridge. Lakeville South places 3rd. The state volleyball tournament is this week. Osseo and Champlin Park both had great seasons, but only one could advance to the state tournament as they met in the Section 5 3A final. Champlin Park standout Maria Sampson out of this one with a knee injury. The Rebels start strong, though. Sydney Hilly rockets this one for a kill. Champlin Park grabbing an early lead on the Orioles. But Osseo takes over at the end of the first set. Megan Pekarik sets to Shia Sanders for the kill. Osseo wins 25-16. Coach Bill Kwan's team is solid all night. They transition quickly here, and Christina Bowe gets the kill off the Rebels blockers. The Orioles win the second set 25-21. Once again, Champlin Park starts strong in the third. Hilly's hit, dug up, but she gets another swing and puts it away for a 6-3 Rebels lead. But Osseo again takes over late. Hannah Pekarik delivers an ace serve to make it 21-16. The Orioles surf tough all night in this match. And on the final point, the Rebels can't control the hit by Jackie Jones, and the Orioles get the sweep to take the section title. Osseo is the 2nd seed in the Class 3A tournament. The Orioles' quarterfinal match is against Rochester Mayo at 11 a.m. Thursday at the Xcel Energy Center. In Section 6-3A, Wayzata aimed for another upset after toppling #1 seed Minnetonka in the semifinals. Trojans meeting Eden Prairie for the section championship. First set, Wayzata's Mariah Halverson with the Trojans' ace serve here. Wayzata's up 5-4. Eden Prairie, though, comes back. A nice dig up by Lauren Madison. Set by Elizabeth Moore, and then Abby Urke with the kill. Eagles win the first set 25-18. Second set, a good rally here. The Trojans handle the first attack from Ashley Brueggemann, but she'll get another swing at it and delivers game point. And Eden Prairie wins 25-21. Third set, Wayzata keeping the match going. Mackenzie Greshel back set to Tia Dilly Starks for the kill. Trojans up 14-7. And then later, Greshel with the set to Kate Berg. Wayzata wins this one 28-26. It's 2-1. Fourth set, just as close. Wayzata trailing late 26-25, looking to tie it and extend the match. But their hit here lands out, and that is match point. It's Eden Prairie winning 27-25. The Eagles take the match in 4 and go on to state. Park Center rallied from down 2 sets to beat Zimmerman in the Section 5 2A semifinals. Pirates went for a section championship Saturday, facing Maple Lake in the final. First set, Pirates on your left. Bethany Lubhog have had a big match, and she comes up with a block. Pirates win the first set 25-19. Second set with the Irish serving, and the Pirates work the ball right side to Auburn Miller. Maple Lake unable to close on the block. Pirates up 19-15. And then a short time later, it's Jessica Vielander pushing it deep. And Park Center wins 25-19. We're up 2 sets to none. But Maple Grove comes back on the third. Jenny Pomagee outside to Jillian Kells for the kill. Irish win 25-10. It's 2-1. Fourth set, Pomagee delivering it to Emily Webb for a kill. Maple Lake wins 25-22, forcing a fifth set. But it starts out very well for the Pirates. Madeline Mitchell with an ace. Park Center's up 6-0. They later go ahead 12-6. You don't have to win or get up to 15 to win, but it's Maple Lake finishing with 9 consecutive points, including that one on the kill from Anna Treptow. Maple Lake is on to state. Park Center losing, and it's the Irish on to the state 2A tournament later this week. Tough loss for the Pirates. Plenty of state football this week, and we'll have previews of all the games. Osseo and Totino Grace playing, Maple Grove playing Roseville later this week, and we'll have a lot more on that as the week continues.
Story continues.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, John. Still ahead, the sun shines down on a Plymouth photographer.
The image that helped him capture a grand prize when we come back.
And finally, a view of an area church that you could say is almost heavenly.
Max Foster is the overall winner of the Picture Plymouth photo contest. This photo was taken of Mount Olivet Lutheran Church in Plymouth called Watching Over. It also took first place in the landmark category. There was also a Reader's Choice category voted by residents. That winner was A Walk Around Castle Park by Karen Callahan. There were more than 200 entries for this year's photo contest. The grand prize winner receives $100. The Reader's Choice and other category winners get $50.
Talented photographers.
And a good
out
view
there.
of Plymouth.
Yes.
Yeah. That's it for now. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
We'll see you back here tomorrow. Community Corner is coming up next.